Good evening. I'm Stacy Schoonover here with this week's Back Bay South End report. After a year-long investigation, the contractors responsible for the fire that took the lives of firefighters Michael Kennedy and Lieutenant Edward Walsh won't face criminal charges. Suffolk County District Attorney Dan Conley said yesterday that their actions were careless but not reckless. According to Universal Hub, prosecutors couldn't bring charges against the contractors for failing to obtain a permit for welding work on a windy day because investigators couldn't prove that the fire resulted from welding. A $500,000 bail was set yesterday for the man who allegedly stood armed and wearing a body armor near the Boston Medical Center helicopter pad this weekend. 40-year-old Brad Clark was arraigned yesterday and will be evaluated at Bridgewater State Hospital, where clinicians will assess his competence to stand trial. Also in the news tonight, MakerBot, a Brooklyn-based 3D printing company, cut 20% of its workforce and closed 3 of its locations, including the one on Newbury Street. According to the Boston Business Journal, the job cut was approximately 100 workers. MakerBot released a statement that said they are reorganizing their business in order to focus on what matters to their customers. This resulted in expense reductions, downsizing of staff, and closing 3 retail locations. Last week, wage protesters marched down Boylston Street through the Chinatown area in support of a $15 minimum wage in Massachusetts. However, before these protesters got to Boylston, they shut down Huntington at Mass Ave. Through the cities across the country, the Fight for $15 protest started Wednesday in support of workers nationwide to earn $15 minimum per hour without fear of retaliation. And finally, the Boston Redevelopment Authority put off their vote of the Copley Place Tower due to protesting from community groups about the limited number of affordable housing units. This 52-story structure would be the largest residential building in Boston. Simon Property Group told the Boston Business Journal that this would be a $500 million project that would include 109 condos, 433 apartments, and 115,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space. That wraps it up for this week on Boston's Back Bay and South End. I'm Stacy Schoonover. Chris, back to you.
Thank you very much, Stacy. That's our report for tonight. You can follow us on Twitter at @news_BNN or go to our website, nnonline.org.